Hi you all, welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a collective reading, so let's get into it here. We have the Lovers here. So, this spiritual love. You guys have this spiritual love. Okay? There's a balance between you and this person. Page of Pentacles. Okay, so someone is, you both are investing in this union, in this connection here. You guys have plans to do something. Spirit also just, yeah. This is something that y'all used to do here with the Page of Pentacles. So I guess like whatever things left off at in y'all past situation here, that's where things is being picked up on. Excuse me. Kids is involved in the situation here too as well. Like some of you guys may have kids, so this could be about maybe having a child with this person here. Okay, we have Judgment here. So I'm gonna say there's an energy, but it's clearly both you and this person. It's spiritual love here. This could be somebody you're crying about here. This could be somebody that is like leveling up. Okay, the sun is coming out. Okay, so, sorry, we have Judgment here. So I'm gonna say the energy, okay? Instead of saying like both of you. Okay. Nine of Pentacles. So there's been a shock in one's like independence here in terms of like what they thought was stability or what they were going to receive stability on. Okay, this could be also like a how-to, like how something was going to be. Okay, with the Page of Pentacles here, and now this is no longer going to be that. Okay, we have the Five of Cups here. Tell me more about the Five of Cups here. There's been a lot of strife, okay, over energy. Nine of Cups, there's been a lot of like strife in trying to feel emotionally fulfilled. Okay, Knight of Swords is here. A lot of sneaking around, hiding. Okay, with the Knight of Swords here over energy. The Three of Cups is here. There's been a lot of like not liking the gatherment or the celebratory events or the people because it's not in alignment with you, with this energy that both of you guys have with each other, subconsciously or consciously. Okay. We have the Fool and the Queen of Pentacles. So, Divine Feminine, you're the one that's actually moving towards the possibility for this Page of Pentacles here. So, Divine Masculine has set something up for you, Divine Feminine, so that way you guys can have children or have more of a nostalgic or more memory, sentimental things. I'm hearing sentimental unions. Okay, but I see that you're opening up to this possibility. Like you wasn't fond of this energy. Okay, you wasn't fond of this energy here. Let's see. Two cards is coming up. Number 2 is significant. We have the Wheel of Fortune and Magician. So things is going in both of you guys' favor. You both's favor. Okay, I see that you guys have good karma, positive changes here, cycles. Yeah, there's an investment. So whatever you're open to, they're open for it as well. This feels like good luck. Like I approve from like the Akashic records, the divine like fate events, Fibonacci sequence, stuff like that. Everything's like perfect timing. Everybody's on board, every situation's on board. There's some truth coming out of the situation here, or clarity coming out of the situation here in terms of like where things are going. You know you're moving away from this defensive energy here and this heartbreak or loss, disappointment, blinded to love situation. So that's definitely not happening anymore. Seeing your manifestation skills is working. Ten of Pentacles is here. Something could be taking place in your household. Okay, Divine Feminine here. Divine Masculine is acknowledging your physical reality. Okay, they're acknowledging your physical reality, like what you have going on here, the legacy, you having children, you being pregnant, your inheritance here. They're acknowledging all of that, to make sure things is working for you when it comes to the opportunity that they would like to present for you. Okay, or because you have to be more open-minded to this. It's not the other way around. Okay, overall energy for the Ten of Pentacles is the Queen of Wands. I would say this is you, Divine Feminine, but also with the Hierophant here, I feel like somebody could have like got married to a side chick, or this person is with a Taurus, or Taurus is with this person. But anyways, the Queen of Wands looks like they're coming out of their marriage or coming out of some type of traditional higher learning situation. Okay, and they're very interested in you, Divine Feminine. Okay, this person is very interested in you. This is somebody that is like looking at the relationship and their union, but then they're looking at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that's fun too. Like, what's going on? If you're single, there's definitely like an energy that's lingering, spiritual love energy. That it's showing to the Queen of Wands that, okay, one person can't just be doing all of this, right? Like, there's an energy that is also doing this as well. Like, so they know that this is somebody that's coming through, or energetically coming through, to make a physical appearance here, or whatever it is here. Even if you and your person like live separately, because I'm saying this because I feel like somebody's like, oh, are you talking about that? No, if you live separately, if you guys don't live together, you guys are doing it perfectly fine. You can still apply this energy towards them, for them, okay? Even if this person's at work, or they're going to their family member's house or something like that, you can still apply this energy for that. So let's not get our panties in a bunch. This Queen of Wands is very interested in you. I see that you're excited, but you're excited as in terms of like, okay, what else are you, like, Divine Master is gonna show you? Okay. We have the Ten of Wands here. I'm not gonna take that. Is this person jealous of you or envious of you? They're just fascinated by you. You're like the new kid. You're the shiny new toy. Okay. Ten of Wands is here. Knight of Wands is here. I feel like this is a Queen of Wands that is trying to make your life harder than what it is, because they see that you and this person are going to physically come into union. So they're trying to make it harder than what it is. Okay, Queen of Wands, I told you. Yeah, this person is a heavy load. This person is annoying as fuck. And this person is trying to fill in that gap where this person is not there. Okay, obviously they're not trying to get with you. They're not saying like, I'm a lesbian or gay, but this person can be. They're doing everything to get your person that's coming through. They're doing everything for them, because they're like, I have no problem you leaving my husband, my wife, my relationship. Like, you know, you're having everything. You know, I like that. That's shiny. I'm gonna go after your man. Your man seems healthy enough, but then when they see this Queen of Wands, they're like, that wasn't for you, okay? That was definitely for the Queen of Pentacles, okay? Queen of Wands is like, okay, yeah, but I could do this. I could shake my ass. I could be anything you want, you know? I like, how about it, you know? Yeah, but this Queen of Wands is definitely making it harder for you and this person to move out of this defensive energy, okay? We have the World here, and that's y'all read. With the World here, completion, closing cycles, achievement, over energy. We have the Sun. The Sun is also coming out too, right? Before I even did this reading, I did a reading already, and the Sun came out. It dropped out of the deck, and then the Sun started coming out. So yeah, I'm definitely getting that. You know, all you need to know, all you need to be aware of is the fact that your Divine Masculine is setting things up for you to be comfortable, for you guys to meet physically, for you to be open to like something that you're not used to, but it is still independence. It is still independence. It's still union. It is still spiritual love, twin flame, and balance. You know, energy. It's still in union. It's just not normal. And I feel like, because this Queen of Wands has a tradition, okay, you guys are coming out like unorthodox, non-traditional, like stuff like that. The reason why it has to be this way, or the reason why it's like this, is because this Queen of Wands, energetically and or physically, you could put the pieces together here. This is definitely somebody that's like, okay, that's shiny, I'm gonna take it. That's shiny, I'm gonna take it. That's shiny, I'm gonna take it. This Queen of Wands copies everything. They're popular, they're self-aware, they're charismatic, they're attractive, addictive charm. Like, this is one of those things where it's like you would call this person your best friend, and a spicy one, or some people that would be close to women like this. Okay, I would say you're your friend. This is somebody that would be a good friend, or somebody that you would have in your circle because, you know, or to remind you to be spicy. Okay, remind you to keep it spicy, be up, like, you know, stay tuned to the latest things. Okay, stuff like that. But this Queen of Wands has been, you know, tooth and nail and inserting themselves in you and this person's relationship. And, you know, Divine Feminine, you're just like open. I feel like also too, someone's listening to this reading and they're trying to go and they're going back to their man or going back to their partner and copying everything that I'm saying. Okay, they're copying everything that I'm saying, and that's not Divine Feminine. They're trying to be Divine Feminine and make you the Queen of Wands. So that's something to just keep in mind. Someone is just like really, because I met somebody that was like that too. I was like, are you fucking serious? Like, you're gonna copy it out? Like, that's not right. Like, you're not it. Like, how are you gonna be in somebody, like, how are you gonna be with somebody and you're like a thought, and you want to go act ladylike, and then like you want to not take it serious, like this is class. Like, it's like, huh? I felt so offended. I felt so offended. I was like, I don't really like you. And then I started really looking at like the people around me. I didn't give a fuck how long we were together or like what it was. I was like, no, like there's no way that he or she should be okay with that. Like, abso-fucking hell no. Okay. I felt so offended. I felt like this is not my pod, but I was like, okay, like I'm just gonna, you know, but if it was like physically done to me, I'm pretty sure I would have been like, yeah, I'm out. But because energetically it was like, you know, it was so weird. Okay, let's see. We have Earth here, peace and grounding. So this is a grounding energy for you because you don't need to do much. All you have to do is change your perspective, your perception, and be open to like what Divine Masculine is saying. You know, trust Divine Masculine too, because I feel like you're like, no, let's do things traditional, and they're like, no, the side chicks, side dudes have, you know, the traditional side. You know what I'm saying? They have the traditional energy. Okay, like you see men like King of Pentacles energies, like these are really good men. They want to go be with like side chicks or side dudes. They want to be with girls with big asses, big titties. They be rocking ratchet. I mean, the weaves, the make it's like, you know, and then you could look like that, but your attitude gotta fit. You know what I'm saying? And if your attitude don't fit here, you gotta have the mentalness here. And if you don't got none of that shit, then you don't got none of that shit. Okay. So, you know, that's what this person is talking about. They're like, oh yeah, these girls out here, these guys out here, they're using a conservative energy and getting with side chicks and side dudes that don't have no sense. Do not chase, do not run. You walk with grace, you glide. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have any bed manners, table manners. They don't have any respect for themselves. They don't know themselves. They're lost. They'll just put anything on themselves. Okay, over our energy, we have the sun. So Spirit wants to highlight, like, yes, this is the sun. Okay, healing energy, happiness, comfort, and joy. You're receiving happiness, comfort, and joy because it's like, wow, for me, like Queen of Pentacles, like, for me, oh my goodness, like you shouldn't have, while you're like gliding as the Queen of Wands is watching you, and you're like, well, he the one that he put a ring on it, like he the one that came to me, he's the one that, or she's the one that did this for me, like I didn't do anything. Like, but the Queen of Wands is still pissy or still like intrigued because they're like, like you can't keep grabbing onto everything, you know. Whoa, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You can't keep grabbing onto everything. I'm also drinking ginger ale. I'm not really feeling. Like, I'm just like, I like ginger ale. So, anywho's. But yeah, let's get one more card. I'm so sorry for that. The purpose is so deep. We have heather, okay? We have safety, comfort, and spiritual connection. This is about your twin flame. There could be something about like a fireplace here. Over energy, we have butterfly here, transformation, joy, beauty, transcendent. This is the second time we have joy, and the second time we have spiritual connection. I feel like this is spirit saying that you can now be happy. You can now be officially happy because this is someone who knows, okay, the Queen of Wands. They know when someone is like, Mrs. Grabby or Mr. Grabby, okay? They are very much aware, transparent in what this Queen of Wands is doing when they're not there and when they are there. Okay, symbolically, on a symbolism, mental state, physical state, and soul state. You know what I'm saying? They're very much aware, and they're like, no, like it's ape world, like no. You've been trying really hard to have the chimpanzee talking, and you have all these chemicals. It hasn't been working until he was like, I don't like anything about, how you view me in the world. You know what I'm saying? And you love me, you care for me. What about the rest of my family? Like, it's just like absolutely no. Your divine masculine is like absolutely no. And I just don't want anything to do with, this Queen of Wands energy. They're in a relationship, they're married, they're with a Taurus, or they're in a higher level of commitment. This person has a certificate, a degree, whatever it is here. They're like, no, there should be no reason why you should be interrupting or intervening with my spiritual connection or my divine feminine. My divine feminine needs to be open because she or he is uncomfortable with this untraditional or this unorthodox way. You know what I'm saying? It is absolutely absurd that you're in our energy and we have to be in your energy. But I do understand, love is love. I do understand love is love, and you're a fan, so that's all that I have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to like, subscribe, to share. Look in the description box below, see that's all for you. Check out my Instagram, and until then, I will see you guys next time. Bye.